tonight's news. Jordan charity sends 58 trucks to Gaza carrying food and supplies amid deepening humanitarian crisis in the besieged Strip. Senate President Faisal Al-Faiz meets Jordanian experts to review economic, water and energy solutions aimed at reducing unemployment and debt and enhancing self-reliance. And Israeli strikes on Gaza have killed nearly 90 Palestinians with more than 450 others injured. Those were the headlines. Now the news in detail. Good evening. Senate President Faisal Al-Faiz heard experts present economic feasibility studies addressing key national challenges, including job creation, public debt, and water scarcity. He emphasized that overcoming these issues requires a unified national effort to reduce poverty, lower the budget deficit, boost economic growth, and increase self-reliance. Senate Friendship Committee head Muwafaq Admour met with South African Ambassador Selani Mukwana and discussed deepening ties in various fields. They praised South Africa's legal action at the International Court of Justice against Israeli aggression in Gaza, calling it a model for international solidarity. Admour stressed alignment with King Abdullah's diplomacy and said both countries aim to strengthen advocacy for Palestinian rights. The Jordan Hashemite charity organization sent a 50-truck humanitarian convoy to Gaza today, loaded with essential food supplies, flour and baby formula. This marks the fifth Jordanian convoy in 10 days, following 4 previous dispatches, totaling 147 trucks, including a 36-truck shipment via Zikim crossing yesterday. Ambassador Sultan Al-Qaisi reaffirmed Jordan's readiness to send hundreds of aid trucks to Gaza once Israel lifts its illegal restrictions, calling current aid inadequate. He addressed the UN Security Council, condemning strikes against civilian targets, including places of worship. Al-Qaisi urged the international community to compel Israel to stop its attacks, comply with international law, and ensure urgent aid access for Gaza's civilians. Jordan, along with Bahrain, Egypt, Indonesia, Nigeria, Palestine, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, the United Arab Emirates, and the Arab League and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation issued a joint statement condemning the Israeli Knesset's recent vote supporting what it calls Israeli sovereignty over the occupied West Bank. The signatories described the move as a blatant violation of international law, stressing that Israel has no legal sovereignty over any part of the occupied Palestinian territory. They reaffirmed that this unilateral Israeli action has no legal effect and cannot alter the legal status of the occupied West Bank. The countries and organizations urged the international community, particularly the UN Security Council, to uphold its legal and moral responsibilities and take urgent action to halt Israel's illegal policies. The Palestine Committee in Senate issued separate statements condemning the Israeli Knesset's vote to impose Israeli sovereignty on the occupied West Bank. They warned that the move forms part of the extremist decisive plan undermining Palestinian territory through gradual annexation, forced displacement and intensifying siege on Gaza. Both committees praised King Abdullah's diplomatic interventions, urged the Arab League and international community to confront these plans, and pledged parliamentary action to reject any effort to dismantle the two-state solution. They affirmed Jordan's continued support for an independent Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital. Over to Gaza, where Israeli strikes have killed at least 89 Palestinians, with more than 450 others injured in just the past 24 hours. The Health Ministry reported that many victims are still trapped under rubble and in areas unreachable by rescue teams. Since October 2023, the overall death toll has now risen to more than 59,500, with nearly 143,500 others injured. Back here at home, Minister of Government Communication Mohammed Al-Momani said that Prime Minister Ja'far Hassan places strong emphasis on the economic modernization vision, describing it as a realistic and ambitious national plan capable of identifying and developing the untapped potential across various sectors. Al-Momani confirmed that the government will begin holding consultative sessions and the workshops with the private sector in mid-August to draft the second executive program for the economic modernization vision. He noted that the process will follow a comprehensive and inclusive approach to ensure effective implementation. That's it for tonight. Thank you for watching.